Yo, what's up, Ride Nation? Back at you with another video on today. This is Raw Detroit. Make sure you hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel. Also, click the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up any uploads. And make sure you hit the like button because it's free and it don't cost you a thing. All right, guys, let's get right into it. We're just going to talk about winning cures everything. And we know that this Detroit Lions team has been a team that has had the monkey on their back for a long, long time. And the monkey on their back is being able to win football games on Sunday. Yes, it is tough. Do it take a long time to rebuild the team? Not really. You just have to go in and know what you're doing. And I definitely think that the Detroit Lions' future is bright and they're headed in the right direction. But in this season coming up, winning more football games in 2022 has to be on the agenda for the Detroit Lions. You want to win more than 3 games. You don't want to just win 3 games. You want to be able to even make the playoffs if you can. Now, I know I'm going out and saying the playoffs, but I'm not saying that the Lions are going to make the playoffs. I'm just saying that that's the goal of every team. When you come into the season, your goal is to make the playoffs and eventually get to the big dance. If the Lions can do those things, definitely, man, the fans would love everything that is going on with Dan Campbell, and probably Dan Campbell would probably get a statue built of himself in Detroit because no Detroit Lions coach has been able to take this team far. So the monkey on their back, or the elephant in the room, is being able to win football games in 2022. We as fans want to see this team win more than 3 games. Now, I'm predicting that the Lions are going to win anywhere between 6 and 9 games this season. But if they happen to win more games, I just think that that will be the icing on the cake. And definitely that would be a great thing for them because they need it. Now, if everyone can stay healthy, the offensive line can stay healthy, the defensive line can stay healthy, Swift, Hockenson, many of those guys that got hurt last season. Cephas, he got hurt as well. It was a lot of people that got hurt. Even the new receiver, Chark, got hurt, and also Jameson Williams. So you got a lot of people that's on this team that has been hurt. And pretty much what you want to see out of Detroit Lions this season is what they did last year, and that's be more competitive. But not only that, you want to see these guys close out games in the fourth quarter. I believe if the Lions start closing out games in the fourth quarter and realize that they can do it, then this team will be headed off in the right direction. I think the year 2023 would be ultimately the year that the Lions would make the playoffs. And I think that they will be ready. I think this team is only a few pieces away from being able to finally have a team. We pretty much know that Hockenson is our tight end. We pretty much know the receivers that we have right now. We know a lot of things about this team going into the season. But the main thing and the main attraction is that you want the Detroit Lions to win football games on Sunday. Now, my biggest thing is I want to see the Lions beat teams that you don't think that they'll be able to beat. Go in and beat the Eagles. The Eagles whooped you up last year. Why not have that revenge tour and be able to go out there and beat the Eagles? I know it'll feel great to be able to get that week 1 victory, to be able to start things off. You know, another thing that the Lions need to work on is continue to build character and team unity. That is the number 1 thing also, or should I say the number 2 thing that the Lions need to be working on besides getting wins, is being able to have that team character and unity. And also, I should say, having an identity. Pretty much, Brad Holmes already told you they're going to be a fighting team. They're going to be a scrappy team. They're going to be a knee-cap biting team and all that type of stuff. So basically what he's saying in a nutshell is that the team is going to fight hard and they're going to go out and compete. That's what we want to see in Detroit. We do want to see these guys compete. They competed a lot in the games last year, but they wasn't able to close the games out in the fourth quarter. And you know what I mean by that. You go back and watch the tape, the Baltimore Ravens versus the Lions. The Lions had an opportunity to win that football game, and they couldn't close it out. They couldn't seal the deal. If the Lions go and score a touchdown, you're not even talking about the field goal that Tucker made. You're talking about actually winning the football game. Another thing, number 3, the Lions are going to have to be consistent. And what do I mean by consistent? They're going to have to show that they can win 3 or 4 games in a row. Most teams that, if you'll notice this, most teams that make the playoffs find a way to win 3 to 4 games in a row. The Lions have not had a win streak like that in a very, very long time. I think since they went, like one time, I think one year they went like 5-0. We need to have something like that. We need a hot start, because we know that the Lions normally start off slow at the beginning of the season, and then at the end of the season, they're coming out fighting. And you're like, man, what was that fight at the beginning of the season? So I think if the Lions could have that type of consistency, I think that it's going to help the team. It's going to help the morale of the team. It's going to help the locker room, the coaches, everything, going out and trying to be consistent. That's one thing that I think that the Lions need to be working on. Learning how to come off a loss. You lose one game, and then you come back and win 3 or 4 games in a row. I would love to see that type of consistency out of the Detroit Lions. And I know you as a fan want to see that type of consistency out of the Detroit Lions. Another thing, you don't want this team to stop fighting. Even when you see them in a game and the game is close, you don't want to see this team give up. Play hard all the way through all quarters. Sometimes the Lions start off sluggish in ball games. You want to see the offense be a little bit more high tempo. You want to see, pretty much we don't know who's going to be right now. We don't know who's going to be calling the plays, whether it's going to be Dan Campbell or is he going to relinquish his rights to call the plays, and he's going to give that over to Ben Johnson. I definitely think that he should give it over to him and allow this young man to see what he can do with an offense. We pretty much know that Dan Campbell is one of those guys that he'll go for it on 4th and 1. He'll go for it on 4th and 2. We know that. But what we want to see now and what we want to see out of the Lions this season is the same thing that they were building off last season. Being able to be in these tough games, in these tough situations, but finding a way to come out on top. And I think if the Lions start winning more games this season, I think that the sky's is the limit. It's a lot of media talking about how good the Lions are going to be. And, it's a lot of YouTubers. It's a lot of people talking about Detroit, hyping Detroit up. But we know that, when week 1 comes, it's always something different. So, it's cool to be optimistic about the team and wanting to see your team win. But at the same time, let's just take it one game at a time. Let's take it like, just like laying a brick down. Let's do it one brick at a time. Let's take it one game at a time. One game at a time in the preseason. One game at a time in the regular season. Because the Lions ultimately need to figure out how to be a consistent football team and how to win consistently. I'm sorry about that. How to win consistently. If the Lions learn how to win consistently, I think that they would be better off. And I think that the team will be headed in the right direction. So if the Lions continue to do the things that they need to do by being able to focus on winning games in the fourth quarter, being able to win more football games in 2022, building that team identity and character and team unity, I think that ultimately this team will be better in 2023. So if they can do these things this season, that will be the key for the Lions being able to have a better season, and you'll see the progress from year 1 to year 2 because Dan Campbell's being evaluated, Brad Holmes is being evaluated, and we want to see this team start winning football games. That's the only thing that counts on Sundays is being able to go out to win football games, build team chemistry, and camaraderie and being able to be a team that go out and beat teams that you don't even think that you should go out and win against. It's okay to go out there and play tough against the best teams in the league, because we know that's something that the Lions do. They play tough against the best teams in the National Football League. And then when it comes down to playing a team that's around average, kind of like them, they play to the competition. And you don't want to see these guys keep playing to the competition. You ultimately want to see the Detroit Lions get better. And if this team gets better this season, then you can really, really say that it's looking really, really bright in Detroit. So go out and do these things this season. And then when you're going into that third year, you already know that you going out and getting these missing pieces, whether if it's going out and getting a linebacker, whether it's going out and getting a running back or a quarterback, because I do think that those are the three positions that the Lions should be looking at in the offseason coming up. I know that Jared Goff is the quarterback, but still you got to think about the future, and the future is now. The Lions haven't drafted a quarterback high in a very long time since Matthew Stafford, and I definitely think that they should take a stab at it. It's all going to be hinging upon what Jared Goff does. What type of season is Goff going to have? Is he going to have his best career year, or is he going to have an average year, or is he going to have a so-so year, or what is Jared Goff going to do for an encore in 2022? So I can't wait to see what the Detroit Lions are going to ultimately do. I don't want to predict their record or anything like that, but I just think that they'll win anywhere between 6 and 9 games. But if they win more games than that, that's just the icing on the cake. And you know that this team is headed in the right direction. All right, you guys, this is Raw Detroit, and I'll be back to you soon with another video. I'm out of here. Peace.